Hi guys, Keto for Real Life People here, and I am happy to be here. First of all, just I'm in a different position right now. I'm changing things up a little bit, so I'm in transition. So if it seems a little dark, please forgive me, but I will be fixing it. I say we, but it's me. I will be fixing it by tomorrow. So this is a different view of my kitchen, right? Hi, Lisa. How are you? I see you popping in there. This is a different view of my kitchen. I'm actually went and got a desk. I found it on the marketplace on Facebook, and we went and picked it up yesterday. And we took out my baker's rack that was up against my wall and all the stuff on that wall, and we put a desk in and a desk chair because honestly, this is where I have been sitting to do my work, and I put in like 30 hours or more of computer work. On this side, this is my desk, this is my table, this is my cook spot, this is my everything. Hey, Grammy D and Miss Sanchez Gomez. Yes, I'm good. Hey, Nancy, how are y'all? I see you're popping in. There we go. Let's let everybody come in. So while we're waiting for some folks to come in, I'll just give you a little FYI. So the lighting is just a little bit different. I've got a light coming in tomorrow, just a little desktop, so that when I'm sitting here, I can now work on and do computer work. And I believe it or not, it has to do with my hormones. How can that be, you say? Well, I can tell you. So one of the side effects, or one of the wonderful things about menopause, is vaginal dryness. Who knew? Yay. And you think, well, hey, get a little moisture going back. You've got your estrogen going. You've got your progesterone going, but it's vaginal. It's not just vaginal dryness, y'all. For those of you who haven't hit this stage yet, or maybe some of you ladies out there, you know what I'm talking about. I hope you do. I just had a gyno check last month, so I know all is well in those regions, but I have terrible vaginal pain. It feels as if somebody punched me in the wall of my hoo-ha, for a better word, right? That's what my granddaughter calls it. And it hurts. And when it flares, when it's the worst, is when I'm sitting on a hard surface. You know what it's like if you've been like sitting at the bleachers, you're watching a game or whatever, and you're sitting on a hard surface too long, your bum gets all, numb, or your bottom starts aching or whatever. Well, this is the same concept, but it's not my bottom. It is my hoo-ha. It's my vagina that is hurting. So it got to the point that I had to lay down, or get off of it, just stand, do whatever. I couldn't sit. It was just such terrible pain. And this has been going off and on now for months. So I'm hoping that my hormone replacement therapy will help with this issue a little bit. In the meantime, that was not a great place to be at all in the first place, but it was either that or on my bed. So tiny home problems, I always call them. Anywho, I think we've got it all taken care of. My husband had this great idea. It was his idea. I'll give him total credit. He's like, babe, you just need to get rid of that baker's rack. You need to put a desk there. You need a place to work. You need a place to put all your paperwork, your stuff, and you need a place to sit comfortably so that you can get things done. Yes, Grammy, thank you. I'm blessed. You're right. I do feel much better since I've started hormone replacement therapy, but this is just one little area that I don't understand quite what is going on, and I'm hoping it'll get better. So say hello, Miss Sharon. Hello, Lori. I see. I see people are popping in. Well, there's 12 of you in here right now. And I know I'm a little later today, but this has been it seems to me, once my Halloween comes, from that point on through December, things seem to be always kind of hectic with family, with personal stuff. We got a lot going on here. Yeah. Yay, hubby. Thank you. Yes. So I do have a lot on my plate socially, and personally and medically and stuff like that. I've told you, my mother's having surgery next week. I've got a sister flying in from California. We just, we got girls' weekends planned. Everybody, we try to get together before the holidays start. It's actually like the first event of the fall season for me. So anywho, we're going to do this. It's a little later, but we're going to get to it. All right. Now then, I posted the title of this. You have to give your live a title. And I said, can cabbage and broccoli help you lose weight? In a way, it can. I wanted to say to you guys, you need to pay attention to your body. Now, I've said this before. I don't know how I'm looking, so I'll look right there. Oh, I found a spot I can look straight. So let me just say something. I'm always telling you, listen to your body. Listen to your body. There are times when I have had just obsession with shrimp or fish. Like my body, I just want to eat it. I can't get enough of it. And usually it's because I need some sort of omega-3s or whatever. Your body does try to talk to you. I'm not saying if you're craving, potato chips, go out and buy a bag of Pringles or something. But, when you're craving healthy food for a reason, like you can't get enough of it, it might be a sign that your body is trying to correct something that's going on, whether it's a vitamin deficiency, a mineral deficiency, a hormone imbalance. And that's what brings us to today's topic is hormone imbalance. So we've all heard of estrogen dominance. And it can be one of the leading causes, not only of weight gain, but weight loss resistance. And that really interests me. I'm going to give my daughter Elizabeth a lot of credit because she came to me earlier this week and she was like, hey, Mom, have you heard of this product? It's called DIM. And I'm like, no, I haven't. So she proceeded to tell me about it and how it is, and I cannot pronounce this, y'all, so I'm going to call it what it is, DIM. But it's a short word for a big, long word. But it is basically a chemical process. When you eat things like cruciferous vegetables, which I do have a list of those for you. Let me get that out. So as I'm talking to y'all, you can see which one it is. There we go. Right along the bottom of the screen is a list running through the ticker. It'll just keep repeating so that you can read it. It's a long list, so I put it on a ticker. But these are all cruciferous: arugula, bok choy, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, cauliflower, Chinese cabbage, collard greens, daikon, radish, horseradish, kale, kohlrabi, watercress, mustard greens, radishes, shepherd's purse, which I don't know what that one is. I'm going to have to look it up, and watercress. So these are all types of cruciferous vegetables. And you know what? Isn't this a kicker? For any of you who have been listening to my lives for the last couple of weeks, I have been building up to this clean eating strategy, and I created a 7-day meal plan that was loaded. It just worked out. That's what I did. I was just like, I'm going to be eating turnip greens or collard greens or cabbage or broccoli or cauliflower. That was like my mainstay for this 7-day plan that I'm on. So my daughter says to me, I tell her this, right? And she's like, well, this plays into what I'm trying to tell you, Mom. When you're eating cruciferous vegetables, there's a chemical process that takes part in your body, and it helps you flush out a bad estrogen. And I'm like, well, I'm the guru, right? So here's my girl telling me, she's like, yeah, Mom. What happens is it helps you get rid of the estrogen that is not good. You've got really a good estrogen. It's called E2. It's the type of estrogen that gives you all the benefits and helps you lose weight and helps you have your curves and makes everything wonderful, right? But then there is a breakdown of this estrogen, and it's labeled E16. That is not the good kind. That's the kind that will get up in your fat cells and hold on. It will produce more of this estrogen. And this is where you can be in menopause And I'm like, because I have no hormones, right? Maggie, I see you over there by my trash can, girl. She's not getting into it, but I see her over there. So anyway, it makes sense. Like, you can have no hormones being produced in your adrenals, your cortisol and all that stuff. It's all dropping down. Your progesterone's dropping down, but your fat cells now, on the other hand, they are producing a bad estrogen, and it's holding weight, and you're gaining weight easily. Well, I am happy to say that I started my plan this week, even though it went crazy. Like my first day, I didn't get to go and make my, I think it was, what was my first meal of the day? It was egg roll, cabbage and bacon. That's what it was, cabbage and bacon. So my plans changed. We ended up having to go do some things, eating lunch out, but I got double broccoli. And I was like, I'm still getting cruciferous vegetables, I've got collard greens on my menu this week. I've got cabbage on my menu. I have got potato soup, which is pure cauliflower, on there. Now, here's the thing, though. Here's the kicker. So I started reading some more about it today, and you would have to eat like a ton. Now, we have health benefits. Not only are we getting phytonutrients and vitamins and all that good stuff from eating greens, you also get a flatness in your belly. I notice when I'm really heavy on greens, and I've said this for like 2.5 years, that I start getting flat stomach. Why? Because the greens, that chemical, that DIM, is doing its job, and it starts helping get rid of the fat and flush the fat, and starts balancing out. Then when I get away from my vegetables, that's when I start feeling sluggish. That's when I start feeling like I've got that heavy stomach, bloated, and that hardness that's right here in your belly. Symptoms of estrogen dominance. I'm going to put those up. They are bloating, swelling, tenderness in your breast, irregular menstrual periods, headaches, mood swings, and weight gain and hair loss. So we've talked about these. I mean, I think they fall into the category of any hormone imbalance can cause all of these symptoms. But if you're perimenopausal, going through menopause or postmenopausal, or even if you're just young and you shouldn't have symptoms of bloating and terrible cramping and blood clots and all of the terrible things that go with having a period, you should just start and stop. But a lot of times we get ourselves in an imbalance, and that could be due to many reasons, from stress to the food that we eat to the things that we drink. So here's the deal. I'm loading up on my veggies, y'all. Who else with me? Who loves their veggies? Y'all are over here still just hi, hello. So I'm doing this. I'm eating my veg. And she's all right, baby. Okay. Maggie, she's like, I want to see you. I'm eating my vegetables. I do feel much better since I started my clean eating. I hope y'all are doing good with your clean eating. If you're doing good with your clean eating, leave a comment. Let me know. How's your week going? Let me know what you're eating. Today, I went to cut my cabbage up. I was going to make a chicken egg roll in a bowl. Missy just made broccoli slaw cooked in butter for dinner. Yum. I'm having ice cream for dinner. I'll tell y'all about that in a minute. But anyways, I sliced my cabbage, which looked fine on the outside, but when I opened it, for whatever reason, the core was yuck. The whole thing inside was yuck. I ended up having to toss it. And let me tell you, I was very, very unhappy about that because I really wanted my egg roll in a bowl. So what I did was I just subbed broccoli, and I ended up eating it's one of those steamable bags where you have like 3 servings. So I had like a double serving of broccoli with my chicken, and it's all the Chinese flavors of like the Chinese buffets cooking. It was delicious. So much so that I'm still very full from it. And here's a good thing too. Here's another thing, y'all. When you're eating things like broccoli or cabbage, you know, they can tend to bloat a lot of people. But I do notice that when I'm eating them regularly, my biome, my stomach, they adjust to it. The bloat goes away rather quickly, first of all. And then secondly, you don't get the gas like if I was eating a regular standard American diet and then trying to eat those, that's when I used to have those kind of problems. But being keto, eating these vegetables should not cause you too much stomach upset. If anything, you could take a Beano and it'd be all right, you know? So one bad keto day. Audie made a huge pot of veg soup. Sharon loves her veggies. Grammy had greens, had cabbage and bacon with you. Yum, 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 yum. Yes, for sure. See, I don't have that problem. The only time I do is like, say, for instance, you know, I've had sweeteners, like, oh, God forbid that you should have a sweetener that you shouldn't have, like Russell Stover's, or every now and then if I eat too much of any sweetener, I don't care if it's erythritol, allulose, or any of those, a little too much will give me a it'll give me the, what is it called? What am I trying to say here? The toots. I hate saying that word. That's why I had to hem and haw about it. Oh. So now here's the dealio. I guess I'm going to try the DIM. My daughter ordered a supplement. Now here is the good news. You can use a supplement. Mark Hyman, I was reading an article he had written, and he was like, you would have to eat to get the best benefits of the process from your cruciferous vegetables. You would have to eat something like 2 pounds of that a day to really make a huge difference. Now, I'm not about that. I am not about that at all. But I did look it up. You can buy this stuff at GNC. You can buy it at a health food store. You can get it on Amazon. I found, and I did vet a brand today. I went researching all over the internet for this DIM. And I came up with a brand that had like 9,000 purchases and reviews, or at least over 9,000 reviews on Amazon. I loved reading it because there were women who were menopausal. There were women who were perimenopausal. Oh, and by the way, let's not forget the guys. Guys can benefit from this too. It does help, you know, with lowering your risk for cancers. It helps to prevent prostate cancer, uterine cancer, breast cancer. And there have been actual scientific studies showing the benefits of eating your cruciferous vegetables. Taking the supplement DIM, I'm going to look this up and see if I can't get a pronunciation on it for y'all. Let me do this. I'm just going to DIM, D-I-M, supplement. Let's see. Let me go here. What are they used for? Preventing breast, uterine, colorectal cancer. It's prevent enlarged prostates. Treatment of premenstrual syndrome. Used for menopause. This is from a WebMD, by the way. I just want to see how it's pronounced. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Let me see if I can pronounce this for you. DIM. Diindolylmethane. Methane plus biopurine. Okay, so and lo and behold, it pulled me up off of Chrome right to the one that I shared on my thing. So that's great. Anywho, there are 10,000 reviews on this, and there is science backing this. I went to Healthline, I went to WebMD, all of these different places to see if there was any science behind it, because I don't want to do what I used to do, y'all. How many of you guys How many of you remember having to buy every single pill that came along in hopes that it could help you lose weight? Back in the day, I mean, I lived my life that way. If they came out with something new, I was all about it. Resveratrol, cortisol, whatever it was to help me lose weight. So when I read about a supplement that is supposed to help you with weight loss, I'm a little leery. Now, I did say that, can cabbage or broccoli help you lose weight? Definitely. Definitely it can. I love it. Like I said, I feel flatter. I have less bloat. It can definitely get those cruciferous vegetables in. But if you're having menopausal symptoms, and these things are safe to use with either bioidentical hormones, if you're taking them, they're safe to use with hormone replacement therapy. It also helps with adult acne. It helps with thyroid function. So I don't see any problems. Now, I did, Elizabeth told me about the side effects. I went and read about the side effects. The side effects can be mild, but they're supposed to be temporary. It can cause a headache because supposedly it's actually methylating in your body and doing stuff. So a headache, a mild headache, dark urine, or even stool. So can be constipation or diarrhea. Every pill and diet known to man. Yes, Sharon. Yes. Yes, Sharon Swoford, sissy. Hello. Too much of those keto sweeteners will give you the trots too. Yes, they will. I don't usually have that problem with any of the sweeteners I use unless I eat something like Russell Stover's. Anything with sorbitol, maltitol. Oh yeah, I've got disaster pants. I'm running back and forth, back and forth. So anyways, guys, I want to encourage you. Here's my plan going forward. This is not a huge, long life. My husband's like, you didn't make my dinner, which I think he's going to, he knows me now. I told him, I said, I'm having ice cream for dinner. You guys know that I am all about the clean eating, and I have felt wonderful. I have felt a little more energetic, and, just by really dialing in on my veg. I know there's going to be other gurus out there that lean more towards the carnivore and, tell you don't need your vegetables, that you don't need to drink a lot of water, that you don't need to do this. Well, you know what? I think that, again, it comes down to do what you need to do for you. If you thrive on carnivore, do it. If you thrive on keto carnivore, do it. Just whatever it is that you need to do. I know that I am thriving on vegetables, so I'm really quite curious about this supplement. I don't see anything wrong with taking this as a supplement. It's not sold as a weight loss gimmick. That's one thing I liked about it. It is not sold as a quick scheme. Even the brand that I chose to share a link for, they answered questions like this, because somebody said, how quickly can I see results? They said that within 3 weeks you will see results when it comes to bloating, when it comes to acne, when it comes to mood swings, anxiety, all of these things that it's supposed to help with. They did say, now on weight loss, you have to make sure that you do what you do, and that is a longer term thing, which I get. So how much of it? Lisa says. So yeah, me too, Lisa. I gain weight if I eat a lot of meat. So it's just what it is. We're all different. So the average dosage is usually about 200 milligrams a day. This particular brand, I think it's only $18, and it's a 2-month supply. So that's pretty decent. I saw some brands that were $45, $60 a bottle. And I read their reviews, which weren't many, by the way, and they weren't all that great. But generally they'll say you can take, start out with a small dose and then go from there. Yes, Sharon, mindset definitely helps. I know, Gara, with the mood swings, right? It is a good price, Lisa. So I did make sure, I think in the description box below, when I set this up, because I'm working through a server to do these lives, I did share the link for that so that you can find the product yourself. And then you guys, I do have, and I don't know if it's on my thing yet or not, but I do have the Amazon store now. So Amazon gave me my own Keto for Real Life People page, so people can just go to Keto for Real Life People, and you can go by department and make your everything that I talk about, everything that I use to cook with, everything that I, ingredients, food, whatever, I've got it all in there. So I added that earlier today. Sissy said, I need y'all's advice about collagen. Can we take it on keto? You want that collagen. You want to have that collagen as much as possible, whether it's in the form of bone broth, whether it's in powdered form. You can add it to your coffee. You can add it to your smoothies. You can use it as a thickener. Heck, I saw a perfect keto video rolling by on Facebook earlier, and they just put it in. They started whipping their whipped cream, put it in there, and made flavored whipped cream with flavored collagen. So we definitely want it. And if we're older, we need it to have at least 3 times a day. We need a serving of collagen. So whether it's a scoop from a bag, you would do 3, or if you're taking collagen pills, follow the directions on the bottle for maximum or optimum dosage. Grammy's like, yes. Missy says, don't vegetables hold a lot of water and are fibrous, so quite filling? Well, yes, that's the other benefit, Missy, of vegetables. I mean, they do hold a lot of water. They do contain fiber and phytonutrients and vitamins, and I mean, they antioxidants. They are powerhouses of nutrition. That's why I probably love vegetables so much. I dig on how wonderful I feel. It's why would I have to take a multivitamin, which I don't, if I'm eating rounded out vegetables, protein, and good healthy fat? Doesn't make sense. Occasionally, when I've been eating too much meat, or I've been on the go, or I've been eating too much what I call junk stuff, like baked goods or whatnot, keto treats, then and I get in a pattern of it, then I start feeling sluggish, especially when I'm heavy on the protein. So for me, just getting my veg back in, I start getting that flat feeling. I start getting that energy back. I feel like my skin starts looking good. So I think a combination of collagen, I think a good combination of vegetables, especially the cruciferous ones. And I love that these vegetables are keto. I think turnips and parsnips were the only 2 vegetables that we don't eat on keto. All the rest are fine. And you should be stocking your refrigerator with them, or your freezer with them, and using them as much as possible. I think the benefits are going to be amazing. Collagen, I love taking it, but I've been making my own bone broth. So that's collagen. That is good collagen. And you don't have to just drink it if you don't, because some people don't like it. I'm telling you right now, it should taste rich. It should taste like your favorite chicken noodle soup or your favorite beef soup, because it should be full of flavor. And if it's for your own personal use, ignore I see so many recipes out there where they don't add salt. They don't add the stuff that makes it delicious. So I just do. I salt it well. I add my garlic. I add my onion. I add carrot to my beef. I don't add celery because I don't like the taste it gives, that stuff. So I like it because when I put it in a mug, I can drink it, and it's just like having hot soup minus the fillers. Or when I'm cooking, it adds that good flavor to whatever I'm making, and I don't have to add as much in the making process. So, Sharon says, I do love collagen, but now I have many chin hairs. Girl, chin hairs, that is another sign of estrogen dominance. Chin hairs is too much estrogen that has converted, or too much testosterone, and you'll start getting those little hairs all over. Again, I did read about reducing the amount of chin hairs and reducing that amount. I'm all about this. I can't wait to try it. Grammy said, I would so much rather double up on veggies than take a pill. Even my mineral supplements I take, but frown every time I swallow them down. Yeah, Grammy, I can relate too, because I am not the type of person. I don't mind taking supplements. Don't get me wrong, because like vitamin D3, I like it. My K2, I like taking it. I feel like I take my other supplements. I have a whole range of them. I feel like I take them when I need them, you know. It's you know, different times that you're not feeling up to par, or you haven't been balanced out and you feel like you're lacking. For instance, sometimes I'm heavy on veg this week, so I've got liver supplements if I so want to choose. You know, if I want to take them, then I find that's a great time to do it. But I don't like going to bed at night and having that prescription bottle sitting there with my progesterone in it. And then I take my magnesium without fail. If I don't take my magnesium, then I do tend to cramp up more. Yeah, look, sublingual vitamin sprays or drops are great, Tracy. They're very, very tasty. I mean, tasty. They absorb very quickly. I love how you guys just cross comment. I love it. I love it. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment below. Cabbage, broccoli, bok choy, all of those cruciferous vegetables can help you lose weight. That is the answer. Yes. Yes, it can. And if you were to talk about, well, what about the carbs? I don't think that there's an issue. Try to overeat. I mean, I can't see gaining a lot of weight eating my cabbage or my broccoli. As a matter of fact, I knew a woman. She actually used to live across the street. All she would do, because she would just eat vegetables. Not that she was a vegetarian, but she went on this kick and she said, Nancy, I just can't stop. And so she would just sit around instead of snacking on chips or whatever. She started eating vegetables. I don't care if they were canned or she steamed a bag. She'd put them in a bowl. She'd just eat veg. And man, that woman dropped weight. Again, even my own personal story, before I was ever keto, when I was back just trying to figure out whether or not I had a gluten sensitivity, and I eliminated the gluten, and I really, really ramped up my vegetables every single day. I ate 5 cups of vegetables, if not more, and I was losing a pound a day. So I want to encourage you guys to eat your veg. On keto, we eat a lot of dark leafy greens. We eat berries, you know, in moderation. So put them back in there and eat them. I didn't know estrogen dominance is connected to chin hairs. I better restart my boom. Yes, it is. Like I said, I did so much reading today. I wish I could have pulled different screens so that I could use them for reference, but I just tried to keep it all right in here to share with you guys. Grammys does collagen 2 times a day, and hubby has started it. Yeah, it's the best thing you can do. Hubs and you. All right. So you guys have the link. I'm not going to make this a huge, long thing. I want to encourage you over the weekend. Or tomorrow is Friday, so hopefully by tomorrow I'll have it done. But is there anyone here? Leave a comment, just wave an emoji or something. Are you finding the meal plan that I made for you guys for this week? Is anybody using that? Is anybody finding that helpful? Because I kind of want to get a feel with how many people actually need it, want it, because it is very time consuming to create those. But if enough people are actually working the program and eating clean and doing and using that as a tool, I have no problem putting together another week of menu ideas. Tracy said, I need it and I haven't seen it. Tracy, if you go onto the community page right here on my YouTube, under where it says subscribe, it says videos, and then it says community. Go to the community and tap on it, and there is a feed. It's sort of like an Instagram feed, and I have I've shared it twice in the last 2 weeks. So it's right up there at the top. You can either save the photo, screenshot the photo. If you're on Facebook as well, I've got it on my page. I've got it in group. Sissy said I didn't see it. Where is it to copy? Grammy said, yes, ma'am, I'm loving it, but don't worry about it if you have a crazy life happening around you. So many people didn't see it. So if you haven't hit the notification, I don't know if YouTube notifies you when I put a post up on the community page. I would hope that it does. But again, it's all over Facebook. It's been posted twice. Right here on my community page on YouTube. YouTube is doing so many new things, you guys. It's one of those learn as you go. And you really have to tell your followers about it, because they're streamlining things so much now that, you know, they're trying to do where you can be a member. You can, like a Patreon, so you can become a supporter and support you know, your creator. And then they have a community page now where I can post pictures like on Instagram, and I can share links and I can post pictures, and you guys can comment below. You can't share pictures back, but you can definitely comment and interact. So there's just different ways of doing it. They also have story now, which I have not utilized that all the way yet. I've tried it a few times. So YouTube's trying to round out what they offer. So I will try to reshare that, or if you guys need it. Grammy said, I couldn't zoom it in on my phone, so I took a screenshot. Then I could zoom to read. I have terrible vision, even with trifocals. Yeah, I've got terrible vision myself. So, all right. Yes, go look, y'all. Like I said, it's this first week is got a lot of the cruciferous vegetables in it, quite a bit. And there is the keto chow. And I wanted to talk about that for just 1 minute, because on my meal plan, I put like a few keto chow days in there, just so that I could maybe eat one meal, have a shake, and then, you know, just kind of keep it light. And when I made this meal earlier, it was delicious, but I haven't got to have a keto chow shake yet. So earlier today, I went ahead and I prepped a couple, and they're in the fridge cooling down. And I have got, oh, you can see over there on that counter by the stove, that big black thing with by the side of the bowl. That's my ice cream maker. And I'm just going to take my keto chow and churn it. And I'm going to enjoy frozen keto chow instead of having a big meal tonight. So I just can't decide whether I want vanilla or salted caramel. So I made one of each, and I'll try to figure it out. I'm glad you found it there, Tracy. YouTube stories are fun. I like getting that kind of feedback. You know, I don't know how many people that are subscribers actually follow along on the storyline on YouTube. I know people get hung up and they like stories on Instagram, but they don't like them on Facebook, or they don't like them here. So anyway, that's how it works now. So any questions, just pop them in. If not, I am fixing to just cut this down really quick. I shared the link for the do your own research. I shared the link for the dim, but just check it out. Grammy, try to get those veggies in, keep them going. But this might be something that could be really beneficial. I can't wait to try it and then share the results. And I'm hoping for some good things. Y'all, I probably plucked 20 little hairs. And this is like every other day. It's an occurrence. I go in there and there's nothing. And then I wake up the next morning and it's like I've got a whole patch of hair here. I've got a patch of hair here. I've got a patch of hair here. I got little ones here. Do what? My husband's sitting over in the living room. So, you know, this is supposed to help with all of these types of syndrome. If you've got tender breasts, if you've got fibroids, you know, it's just, I'm willing to give it a try, especially at that price point. So sounds yummy. I'll have to head to East Texas. Get those wheels turning, girl. Okay, looking forward to reading up on it. Thanks for the new info. And yes, they show up when you least expect them. What I can't stand is the one that just, you know, it shows up and then it's like that long. I'm like, I get one over here on the side of my neck. I'm like, oh, it's just weird. It's hormone imbalance. So All right, guys. I want you guys to have a good evening. I thank you so much for popping in. Have a good night. Check out the link. If you have any comments or question, just go to my community page, wherever my latest post is. If you leave a question for me or comment on the video, it'll come back. I'll get notified, and I will try to help you in any way I can. You guys remember, fats first, moderate protein, low carb, and get you some. Bye.